Good day everyone. I recently read an article in the Daily Investor where it speaks about the breakdown of who pays tax in the country and who receives grants within South Africa. And in this breakdown, and I'll give you a link to the article in the first comment as well as in the description below this video, it goes into a lot of detail of who pays what and what percentages are involved in these payments. And it made me think of the state abuse cycle, and I want to explain this abuse cycle to you so that you can understand that what is happening in articles like this is the people of South Africa being pitted against each other when something completely different is actually taking place. And to me, it is so clear to see that this is all about political power and political control, and at the end of the day it's the South African citizens that lose out, and it's a state apparatus that wins. So in this article headline, it says South Africa has 28 million grant recipients and only 7.8 million taxpayers. So the tax base is shrinking and the grant recipients are growing. Now this is a growing narrative that will make people feel like this is unsustainable, this cannot continue, and this is absolutely correct. However, if you look at the state apparatus and how the abuse cycle works, then you will see that tax money is collected from all South African citizens. The people that purchase items, that pay VAT on those items, except for in the informal trade, of course, you pay tax to the government that they then use in various ways. And I have said in the past that a lot of that money goes towards infrastructure for businesses. And these businesses then fund the political parties that then elect politicians that are looking after their interests so that they can be in government. So this is a very vicious cycle. So you're sitting with a state that believe that the citizens of the country is just a source of money. Now, yes, companies pay tax too. However, the citizens of the country pay a vast amount of tax. And if you look at the amount of tax that comes from the citizens, it is massive. If the government had to lose that, they would cease to exist. So they depend on the citizens to pay these heavy tax burdens. And then they will say, yes, but we are giving handouts to 28 million people. This is not a solution to the issues that the country faces. But getting back to this abuse cycle, because it's like an abused child or an abused partner, where you get flogged, the people are pitted against each other saying, yes, the poor are taking money from the rich or the middle class, when in fact it's a government that has implemented policies for handouts. It's the government, the politicians that made these decisions. And what it's doing, it's pitting the people of South Africa against each other. Instead of the government doing things that could empower people so that they could actually find employment or just work so that they can survive, so that they can earn land and build wealth. However, what is happening is, once again, this abuse cycle. The taxpayers' money of the country is used to build infrastructure for businesses. They need roads, they need harbors, they need railways, they need many things. They need cable infrastructure for electricity, etc. Those that are using the Eskom grid. So that is where a lot of taxpayers' money is going. And you need to understand that it's disproportionate. In other words, the people of the country is getting far less of that benefit. Most of the benefits going towards industry and business. And they will say, but we are employing the people of the country. Well, are they still going to do that with AI? You need to think about that. However, these businesses, not individuals, businesses, fund political parties who then look after their interest. Can you see this abusive cycle taking place? And then the people in the state think that they rule or govern over you, that you owe them the tax money, and that they have a right to squeeze it out of every last little bit of work that you do. So I want you to tell me in the comments how you feel about the state abuse cycle, especially in South Africa, within the political system that we have, where we can't even elect the representatives that we have in government. We don't choose them. We don't choose the president. We don't choose our MPs. We don't choose our mayors or our premiers or our MPLs at all. We vote for a party, and in the sick system that we have currently, it's complete and utter patronage. And as long as these companies can keep on funding the parties will look after their interests. It's a vicious cycle. While when these people get into government, when the parties put them there, they will look after the interests of business, and they will sell you stories like they do in this article, that the businesses are necessary for the country to exist. This is simply not true. These businesses currently need people to work in those businesses for those businesses to survive. The moment they don't need you anymore and they can use AI, they will drop you without thinking twice. These businesses are not there for you to have work. They are there for you to make them money. Tell me in the comments what you think of my assessment. And if you look at this article, go and read through it. It has shown our people's dependence on grants and how it's grown over time. Tell me what you think in the comments of the state that the country is in, and this vicious cycle, this abusive cycle that the state in South Africa has put us in. And I believe this is the case in many other places around the world too. Please subscribe to this channel if you find benefit in the information that I'm giving you here. Please like this video, ring the bell icon so you can get notifications for future videos. Thank you very much for watching Double O Days. Till the next video.